Tender turntables. It was summer on the out on the Sodor, and all the engines were working as hard as they could. After one train had gone, they had to pick up another train and head off again. There was no time for a rest. This also meant more coaches had to be added to the express, and Daisy had to work extra hard on Thomas's branch line. One day during the busy summer, James, Gordon, and Henry were waiting at Tim's sheds till their jobs had been given for the day.
Phew! All this work makes an engine feel out of breath, you know.
But Gordon, the big blue engine, disagreed.
Oh, please, Mr. James. I do double the work than you do, and you don't see me complaining.
Actually, Gordon, I heard you complaining at the station of how extra express coaches strain a big engine like you.
Henry and James laughed, but Gordon was cross.
I won't stay here to listen to your shenanigans. Here, you would change the turntable, please.
Gordon tried to sound important. Wait a second, Big G. I still have to switch the turntable for Rebecca. When the workman turned the turntable, Rebecca puffed away. Gordon was still thinking about pulling the express.
Now I'll show you what I can really do,
Gordon said importantly. The workman turned the turntable once. Then he turned it again. Then he tried to turn the turntable a third time. Nothing happened.
Well, go on. Turn the turntable towards Gordon, why won't you?
I'm trying, but the turntable's jammed. It won't move any further. We'll try to get some more workmen to fix the turntable in the afternoon.
Oh, not this again.
But then James realized.
You know what that means, Henry.
What?
Henry was confused.
It means you have to pull all our trains today.
Henry was speechless. He knew James was right.
James, do you know what you are? You are a massive...
Hello, Henry. What are you doing on a fine day like this?
Huh, just as good as a day when you had to pull all of this rolling stock.
Well, that's too bad for you, Henry.
Whatever. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to get this job over with before I crash out.
Henry puffed down the line, dropping off all the goods from his train, James's train, and Gordon's express train. Henry wasn't happy though. and the trucks weren't helping at all. The cows were cross, the coaches complained, and the trucks wanted Henry to go faster.
Faster! Faster!
They were making it a miserable journey for Henry, and they wouldn't stop complaining.
Anyone complaining, and I'll pass you the bits.
That shut the trucks up. When Henry got to Wellsworth, he was very tired, but it wasn't even halfway yet.
Henry, I can help you through your journey if you want. I mean, it's no trouble. No, thank you, Edward. I'll manage.
And Henry puffed away to finish his journey. After Henry had finished pulling the train, he came back to the sheds very tired and just wanted to rest. Wow, 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 what do we have here? The voice belonged to Oliver. He was puffing by Tim's sheds heading towards the little western line with Isabel and Dulcie. And he decided to tease Henry. Wow, I have to say, for an engine that likes to be referred to as big and strong, you took a long time pulling that train. And Oliver chortled away. That was the final straw for Henry. He was furious. Henry had had enough of engines teasing him, and he was so cross that he lurched backwards. But he did notice that the turntable wasn't turned towards him. James and Gordon knew and tried to warn him.
Stop!
But it was far too late. The crash pushed the turntable onto James's line.
Just my luck.
Then James puffed slowly alongside, laughing.
Have you ever thought of being Oliver, Henry? You make wonders when it comes to turntable L's.
And James laughed and laughed. And Henry just ignored him.
So falling in a turntable well is funny now, James. I have a few choice words for you, James. Now you're not to blame for the turntable jamming, but teasing hard-working engines is not acceptable. And you, Henry, you're not to reacting like that. And we don't work with engines who can't work with safety rules.
Both James and Henry felt sorry for themselves. Then, the Fat Controller watched the rescue operation. And James went to collect the long train that Henry was supposed to pull. Now James felt sorry for Henry and wanted to make it up to him. James pulled a long train down the line. He was grumbling about having to do extra work because it was summertime.
This is very tiring work, but at least Henry will be fixed soon.
That evening, when the turntable was fixed, James, Gordon, and Henry met up at Tidmouth Sheds.
You know, I think we all learned something today.
Gordon, wondering, asked.
What would that be, James?
James apologized to Henry, and he said,
It doesn't matter what jobs we do, but we're still all Soto engines at the end.
Gordon and Henry, delighted, agreed, and they never let a turntable get between them ever again.